Yes, and hi guys, and welcome to another edition of RGhandhelds unboxing for the new GPD Android handheld, the GPD XT. We're going to go ahead and do a quick unbox. I've had this for a few days. Just quickly take a look at the box here. Quite a nice box, a bit different from the usual, but they have gone ahead and made a very nice box, I have to admit. So let's take a quick look. I mean, this is not going to appeal to everyone, I think. This purely because of the form factor of the screen. It's quite a wide screen form factor. It might not appeal to everyone. That's the actual device there, but we're going to put that aside and just see what you get in the box quickly. So lifting that up. In here you just get your usual manuals, as you can see there, and you got injection tool, which all you know that this does take data SIM, data only. You cannot make calls from your SIM card, though you can with WhatsApp, I presume, using data, so that's a bonus. In the box, guys, so we have your standard USB to Type-C. These are the modular controllers that you get, and I'll just show you how to use them in a minute. So you have two that you can interchange, put them on the side, and you have this end cap. In case you don't want to use any controller, you can cap it on the end. We also get a charger in the box, but I got one separately, a UK charger, so it's not actually in the box, but it's just a 3-pin UK charger plug that I got being in the UK. But you will get, depending on what country you live in, according charger to your country. So I mean, that's about it, what you get in the box. Say I've had it for a few days and I've been setting it up. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly put on this one so I can show you. And you have buttons down the side here, and you can map them with the mapping button. So these are magnetic, as you can see. You got pogo pins, and it will interlock with magnets just there. That's how it actually works. I think it's a really cool idea. I'm going to go ahead and plug this one in because that has the main controls. Just quickly going outside of the device while we power this thing up. So you see these bumps there for, like, I suppose for comfortability. And I have to admit that it has been quite quiet, very comfortable using that. So, you know, you may like it, you may not like it, but you got venting down the bottom here, as you can see, and also on the top. You do have a fan, a controllable fan inside, so you know that is not an issue. You can put it on and cool the system down. So stereo speakers, guys, Type-C. Here's your SIM card slot. So you get a data SIM you can put in there, or you can put a memory card slot in there to boost up the memory. You have a headphone socket, your mic. That's about it. Here's your mapping button. So this will map keys to the actual buttons as you please. Let's switch that back on. So the analogs on this, I have to admit, they are the best of use. They are really amazing. Here's your hardware keys, which are mapped here. You can have on-screen hardware keys. You'll select and start A, B, X, Y. R1, R2, L1, R2, L1, L2, sorry, at the back. Your D-pad, and I have to admit the D-pad is very good on this. I've read some reviews on YouTube and they were talking about the D-pad was not so accurate, but I'll tell you what, I've been using it and I think the D-pad is amazing. I'm getting very good diagonals. Very satisfying clicks as you push into each direction. So I don't know whether they had a bad unit or maybe they did, but so you got your volume keys on the top, guys, and your power button. These are the screws to open the device, I presume, and your sticker on the back, GPD. So that's it for the outside, guys. Like I say, quickly, the fan. There's your fan, so you can switch the fan on. You got it on low. Don't know if you can hear that, guys. And you can turn it off. I think that's a cool feature. So when you're playing more demanding games, you can put that fan on. Now the UI, I've actually changed the UI from the GPD standard to my own liking. ATV launcher, this is the Pro version, and I've tweaked it to my liking. So guys, you won't get this UI out the box. You're gonna get the GPD standard. There's plenty of videos online explaining or showing the interface you'll get. Just a quick down on specs quickly before we go ahead. So I mean, this was released in October. It runs the GPD Metro UI with Android 11, which is one of the latest Androids. I mean, 12 is out, but it's only just started coming out. It's got a TFT LCD screen, which is 388 ppi, 60 Hz screen, guys. And it's around about 500 nits, which is quite decent. Screen itself is a 6.81 inch sunshine screen. That's 1080 by 2400, and it's Corning glass 5th gen. So I don't suppose you need a screen protector on it, but you could always put one on. But it does have a very good scratch-proof screen on there. There are plenty more specs to go through, but what I'm going to do is link the specs to the video so you can read through the specs. It does have a 7000 milliamp battery, guys, and like I say, it does have a SIM card which can handle 2G, 3G, 4G, but not 5G. Your Wi-Fi can handle 2G, 2.4 and 5G. Has GPS and WLAN support. So that's enough for the specs, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and just quickly play a game from each system, so you can just have a look how the thing's going to perform, you know, with your games. I'm going to go with Outrun Coast to Coast with this one. And we're just going to have a quick go on each game, not too long on each game, just so you can see the different games and systems that I have set up. So let's just go ahead and start that up. I do have the frame counter on, as you can see on the top right there.
Automatic transmission. Outrun mode. Flash wave.
Quickly go ahead and start it up. So guys, you can see the frame counter there on the top right. It's mostly 60 frames per second, between 50 and 60. Most of the time 60 I've been getting. And it depends a lot on what resolution you're using on the system. So you can see it's running pretty decently. I'm going to quickly come out of that and head on to Redream. So we can suppose use Zero Gunner. This time we have the FPS counter on the left there. I'm going to use the D-pad this time. As you can see guys, hitting 60 frames per second again. What I've actually done as well, I've stretched the screen to make use of the full screen. That may not be to everyone's liking, but I prefer it this way, to be honest. But you can go with the 4.3 ratio or whatever ratio you prefer. You simply select it from the settings within the emulator. But like I say, I like this, so it makes use of that full screen. So that's Redream guys, playing Zero Gunner 2, so I'm going to head out of that. And let's try a bit of Dolphin. Now guys, Dolphin is going to be hit and miss. 60 to 70% of the library is playable. So don't expect all games to work. I have put a few games on here, as you can see. I'm just going to pick one game. Let's see what game we can choose. Let's try Ikagara. This is also on the Dreamcast. Quite a popular game. I'm sure I've run this already and it works perfectly fine. Again guys, frame per second. FPS counter there on the right hand side, top right. I couldn't stretch the screen on this one during gameplay because I think it's just the way the game is. Menu UI will stretch, but not the actual game. You can use the analog stick in this one. I find it extremely nice to use. The stick is very responsive, as you can see, and a game like this, I have to admit the game's pretty hard as well. But guys, you can see, I don't know if you can actually flip the screen vertically and play this game vertically. I'm pretty sure this game would work nicely in vertical position. But I'm not too sure. I've not played around with it to try and get it flipped. As you can see guys, GameCube, more or less full speed there on the top right. Like I say, not all games are going to run 100%. The more demanding 3D games, you'll probably find you're going to struggle a little. But the 2D games, I'm sure you'll run them full speed without any issue. So guys, that is GameCube. What else do we have here? Let's try some MAME. I did load some MAME onto here, so I'm gonna go with Afterburner, one of my classic games. Again, you can see what I've done. I've gone full screen. Whoops, wrong button. I've gone full screen and I've mapped the back buttons for credits and starting the game. One of my all-time favorite games here guys, Afterburner 2, correction. You can see it handles MAME. I've tried every single, more or less, all the games, and I've not had an issue with any MAME games on this. And again, you can like choose the aspect ratio. I've chose to go full widescreen because I prefer it this way, but like I say, it's not an issue setting the aspect ratio. This is MAME for Droid, guys. and it's perfect for that arcade emulation. So getting out of this one, because time is ticking, let's try some Sega Saturn then. Now, not all Sega Saturn games are going to work, guys. Let's try some Shinobi X. Most games will run, but not all games. The majority games I've tried seem to be running fine. Let's quickly get on and start the game. So, here we go. As you can see, guys, pretty decent. Performance is top. Pretty impressed with the performance for this game, actually. Just getting used to the controls, so it's pretty hard. Not played it much, but it's pretty decent, guys. As you can see, it's running more or less full speed here, guys. I say most games do run for Sega Saturn. Well, I did try Sega Rally and that sort of struggled a bit. Still playable, but it did struggle. So that is Sega Saturn. What do we have left? Yeah, I'll just have some Mega Drive here. Your standard Mega Drive using this emulator. It's got some Mega CD games here. Don't know, we can just quickly check out Sonic CD maybe. There you go, continue. Again, I've stretched the emulator so it makes full use of that screen, guys. Oop, we hit a bonus level. Or something. As you can see, guys, very responsive, nice, clean, controls are great, D-pad works great. I've not had an issue with D-pad. Controls are amazing, and you can, in the native emulators for Android, you hit this button and you drag over your controls to the actual buttons, and it will map them accordingly. Very easy to do, guys. So that is a key feature of this device. And like I say, you can take out this, put on the other module, so you just have the buttons, which is handy. But that's it, guys. We're going to leave it there. I've just demonstrated a few emulators there for you. That's basically the GPD XP. I think it's a great device. Beautiful, nice widescreen. Like I say, not going to appeal to everyone, but it's very appealing to myself, being widescreen. I like making use of the full screen on the device, and I find it very comfortable to use, and the battery life has been absolute stellar. Like the folks has already said, battery life on this thing is amazing, and I have to totally agree with them there. I've not found anything really bad on the device, so I'm happy with it. A great little purchase here. So that's it, guys. We're going to leave it there. I'll probably have more videos in the pipeline for this once I get a few more emulators running. But if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Bye.